Did you know that the United States just sent two powerful B-1B long-range bombers to Japan? Why is this such a big deal? What message is the United States trying to send, and to whom? And what does this mean for the balance of power in Asia? Let's break down this military move, its implications and the reactions in a simple, logical way. On May 12, 2025, two American B-1B Lancer bombers landed at Misawa Air Base in northern Japan. These aircraft are not ordinary. The B-1B is a long-range, heavy bomber capable of carrying huge loads of weapons, both conventional and nuclear, although the current fleet is no longer nuclear capable. They arrived as part of a joint training mission with Japan's Air Self-Defense Force. Such drills are not new, but sending B-1Bs, especially to Japan, is rare and quite symbolic. It's seen as a direct message to countries like China and North Korea. To understand this, we need to look at the bigger picture. The Indo-Pacific region has become a geopolitical hotspot. China is growing rapidly, both economically and militarily. It's increasing its presence in the South China Sea, building artificial islands and claiming disputed territories. Meanwhile, North Korea continues to test missiles and make nuclear threats. So, the United States wants to show strength. It wants to reassure its allies like Japan and South Korea that they are not alone. Deploying advanced aircraft like the B-1B is one way to show that the United States is serious about defending its interests in the region. It's also part of a larger strategy known as power projection, to remind rivals of the military reach the United States still has. Now let's talk about Japan's role. Japan is a key ally of the U.S. and hosts several American military bases, but it also has its own tensions with China, especially over the disputed Senkaku Islands. In recent years, Japan has increased its defense spending and is becoming more active in regional security. This joint exercise shows that the U.S. and Japan are strengthening their military cooperation. It's a warning to adversaries. If you provoke one, you're dealing with both. However, not everyone in Japan is happy. Some locals, especially near military bases, are worried about accidents and rising military tensions. In fact, one of the B-1Bs had to make an emergency landing recently, raising safety concerns. So how have other countries responded? China has repeatedly criticized U.S. military moves in Asia, calling them provocative and destabilizing. North Korea often responds with more missile tests whenever joint U.S.-Japan or U.S.-South Korea drills happen. From China's perspective, the U.S. is trying to contain it, while from the U.S. perspective it's about keeping peace and protecting allies. There's also an internal debate. Are these actions making the region safer or more unstable? Because with every show of strength there's also the risk of escalation. If one side misinterprets the other's actions, things can quickly spiral out of control. In conclusion, the arrival of the B-1B bombers in Japan is not just a military drill, it's a political message, a strategic signal, and part of a larger chessboard involving the US, China, North Korea, and Japan. Whether this leads to more stability or more tension depends on how wisely all sides act. And that's why understanding these events is so important, not just for military experts, but for all of us. If you found this explanation helpful, do like, share, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below.